I've just collected the Switch 2. Let's unbox it. Okay, so here we have the Switch 2 in front of us. It's time to unbox it. One thing that's extremely noticeable is how the size differs from the Switch 1's box. Very, very compact in comparison. We've got the Mario Kart World bundle as well. There we go. Try and keep this in good condition. I do like keeping a good box, if you did see in the background. Do this flap, and here we go. We're about to see the Switch 2 in all its glory. And just there on the top, you can see the controllers, the size. Very noticeable. I didn't get the OLED, so I've still got the original Switch, so it's quite a drastic increase in size, but one that's welcomed. Oh, I don't know what to take out first. We've got to take the controllers out, haven't we? Wow, these feel really nice. Really fresh. Really nice. Wow. A lot of people were saying they felt a lot more professional, the controllers did, in comparison to the last gen of Nintendo Switch. And I have to agree, they feel really, really nice. Like, Kid at Christmas, this is. I imagine a lot of people are going to feel the same today, unboxing this. Not so weighty, which is good. Also, the extra size, you'd wonder if maybe it might weigh a lot and it might feel quite heavy in your hands. But not really the case. Wow, look how clean that screen is. You can even see me in the back. You can even see me. Okay, let's attach the first Joy-Con. We're going to go red. Now, oh, that's a nice snap. Not the slide anymore. It just goes nice clicks in. And then you have the lever at the back, and then that's just undo it like that. The size difference is very, very noticeable. Just took a second here to go and grab the original Switch, just so you can see a side by side. I know many people have done this, but yeah, there's a very, very noticeable difference. Definitely a little bit heavier, but you'd expect that. Not loads. Okay, let's take the Switch to one side for a second. Now, that's going to be our wires and the dock, and I assume in here will be, yeah, so don't mind showing you the code because the code will already be entered by the time you see this video. And you obviously have your manuals, a couple of cables here, so the HDMI, you have your sleeves here, obviously the new mouse feature. I'm excited about that, really am. These look like they could snap easily. It's my only concern looking at them, actually. I feel like if you're very careless, they look like that could be problematic in the snapping department. First, we're going to have the controller. If you want the charging thing, you'd have to order the separate one that you can buy. A bit like the Switch one was the same with that. That's really clean, really sharp. I'm assuming they've put the controller actually coming outwards in comparison to the main controllers, so it feels bigger in your hands. Because your thumbs actually sort of line up more with the buttons and sticks with that out there. Whereas I feel like if you're on top of it, you'd be overlapping. Now, as I'm in the UK, the plug is a UK plug. Wow, very, very heavy plug. Wow. I'd say a lot of the weight of the box comes from this plug. Yeah, wow, that's took me by surprise a little bit. And of course, last but not least, because a lot of the Switch's power comes from the dock itself, if you're interested in more quality and higher frames. Most avid Nintendo players aren't too fussed. It's mainly everyone else trying to force comparisons and hate and all that seem to be more bothered about all that. Nintendo fans are more bothered about games and gameplay. But nonetheless, this dock with the Switch in is very powerful. And a lot of the power of the Switch comes from this. A much more equipped product, shall we say, the dock this time around. It feels like it's got more power. It feels it does more than just show the Switch on the screen, essentially. Just going to move the box to one side. We'll get the controllers out. We'll actually put the Switch inside of it. Not fully sure if I prefer the click like that or the sliding mechanism. I do think there's something quite nice about the sliding mechanism. I'll try and tilt this up to you so you could kind of get an idea. I will try and hold the Switch so it slide out. But yeah, I think it's time to turn it on and get started. Waste no more time. Here we go. The button's been pressed. See yourselves there now. And there she is. I always love Nintendo sounds. Attach the right Joy-Con from the console. Okay. Attach the left Joy-Con from the console. It would be difficult to do it with one hand. Sure, if you had it in the dock, obviously it would have this be a bit more easier. Do I connect it now? No, we'll do that later on. Yeah, we've obviously got the attachments. You've got the new stand as well. Yeah, of course, forgot about that. Yeah, the new stand. That's quite a big thing. I like very, very sturdy. Got on its new stand there. Yeah, wow. That isn't going anywhere. And that stand snaps back into place. Lovely. In comparison to the Switch 1's kickstand, if you like, which you always felt you could knock the Switch down if you weren't careful, which is why so many stands were made for it, which were more sturdy. But this is like you took everything the Switch did well and just amplified it and made it almost elite, if you like. Don't need any more users. Don't need parental controls. Yeah, of course, we can buy an SD card later on. That complete, we can now press the home menu and see the home menu for the very first time. That was a neat little intro, that was. Wow, we're in. This is it. We're in the console. We're in the Switch 2. Let's get Mario World added on. And there we go. There is Mario Kart World. Ready to redeem. There we go. And if we go home, we should be seeing it. I accidentally did some pairing, but there is the Mario Kart World on the home menu installing. Ready for us to load up into a new generation. And here we are all set up. I'm going to go and enjoy myself some Mario Kart World. Make sure you let me know if you've picked yourself up a Switch 2 on launch day. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and have a lot of fun with the Nintendo Switch 2. Here's to a brand new generation.